Hi guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how I do my everyday foundation routine as well as my highlight and contour. If you want to see how I do it, then just keep watching. Okay, so today I'll be showing you how I do my foundation as well as contouring and highlighting. I've already done my eye makeup because I like to do that so that way I can clean up any fallout with concealer and foundation. The concealer that I'm using today is the Covergirl 3-in-1 Stay Fabulous Foundation. So all I do is take a pump or two to the back of my hand, like so. And then I'm going to take this brush by MaryKay. It's a mineral foundation brush, but it works really good as like a stippling brush for your foundation. What I'm going to do is just dab a little bit, and I'm going to concentrate on the outer edges of my face because I'm going to apply concealer right in through here and right through here. So I don't really see the need to apply foundation there. And I like to tab it on because I do need quite a bit of coverage with all the breakouts that I have going on the outer edges of my face. So I'm just dabbing that on. And every once in a while I'll kind of buff it in as well. I'm gonna grab just a little bit more on my hand. I like to start off with a little bit and then add as I go because I just don't like to waste. And then I'm also going to bring it onto my nose and in between my eyebrows. I tend to break out in between my eyebrows, so I need it there. My nose has quite a bit of redness. And then I don't like to really bring any onto my forehead because I have fine lines there, and I notice that no matter what foundation I use, it'll settle in those lines either right away or throughout the day. So I just don't like to put much on there. So after I'm done blending everything on the rest of my face, I'll just take the brush and run it really quick just right over my forehead just to get a little bit on there, but not very much. And then once I have it all over, I like to just kind of look and see if there's any blemishes that might just need a little bit more coverage. And so I'll apply some foundation onto that. And that's when I really make sure that I'm just tapping because I want the foundation to stay right where I placed it. And then next what I'm going to do is just bring it down onto my neck a little bit just to blend the two colors together. So now I'm all done with the foundation part. Next what I'm going to do is take my concealer, and the one I'm using is by Maybelline. It's the Instant Age Rewind, and it's in the highlighter or illuminator shade. So it's just going to do really good at brightening the under eye. So all you do is just click it up a few times. And what I'm going to do is apply it in the shape of kind of like a triangle right underneath my eyes. This is popular from like what Kim Kardashian usually does. And this is really going to do a good job at highlighting your under eye. And then I'm also going to take it down the bridge of the nose and in between my brows. Another good place to add the highlighter. It'll help to slim out your nose as well, which I definitely need that. And then you can do a little above your Cupid's bow and on your chin if you want. I'm gonna apply a little bit more. Okay, and then you can use your fingers, which is perfectly fine. You can use your fingers to blend it out. I don't really like that. I don't like to get my fingers dirty. So what I'm going to do is just take this brush again and dab it. And you really want to be dabbing this because you don't want to bring it all over your face. And you want the coverage to stay where you have placed it. So it doesn't take long to blend this in at all. So I really like that part about it. I'm going to blend it on my chin. And I try to kind of work quickly so that way it still blends in really well and you don't get any harsh lines. And then I'm going to blend in the nose highlight and right between the brows. Okay. So once that's all blended in, I like to wait a couple minutes so that all of the liquids can kind of set into your face. So usually what I'll do is, normally I don't have my eyes completely done, so I'll go ahead and apply my false lashes apply the liquid liner to hide the lash band and, you know, kind of do the last minute touches I need to do on my eyes. And then I'll come back in with the powder. The powder that I'm using today is by Wet n Wild. I'm in the shade medium. I use a nice big fluffy brush to apply this. If you want to just go light on the powder, you can dip your brush in it, apply it right kind of to your T-zone area, and then you can be done just with that. I personally like to do it all over the face, even if it's just lightly all over the face, because I find that way when I go to do my bronzer and my blush, it doesn't get streaky. So that's what I like to do. And if you notice, I'm just kind of tapping it in, not wiping, you're tapping. You don't want to move any of the foundation that you've applied or the concealer. And then the only time I kind of start to swipe is on my forehead, because like I said before, I don't like a lot of liquid products up there because they tend to crease in my forehead lines. But if I do the powder, I don't have that problem. So I like to do that just for a little bit of extra coverage up there. And a little extra on my nose. And then I just blend it down in to my neck. And then next what I'm going to do is kind of do the contouring of my cheeks. I'm not going to do anything too extreme because this is more of a day look for me. So I'm going to be using the NYC Sunny Bronzer. It's a matte bronzer, which is really, really good for contouring because you really don't want to use anything with shimmer to contour. So I'm just going to swirl my brush in there. I'm using this brush, and this is a Target brush from the Up and Up brand, I believe. So it's super inexpensive, but it gets the job done. So I'm just going to kind of find the hollows of my cheeks and start to carve them out. You don't want to take this too far down or anything, just kind of keep it towards the hairline, almost like to the right there. And I'll go ahead and do the other side. You can start to see the definition. And then what I'm going to do is contour my nose. And so I like to just squeeze the brush together like that, and then it really helps so that I can do kind of like a thinner contour on the nose, because you don't want it to be too thick. And I do have a little bit of a crooked nose, and my nose is pretty large, so I definitely need some contouring. And then I also like to do some around the edge of my hairline up top. This will help my forehead to appear a little bit smaller, which I definitely could use. And then I also kind of like to bring it down onto my neck as well. I pretty much bring all my face products onto my neck. I just feel like it helps to make it more seamless. After you do the contouring, I'm going to apply my blush. I'm using the Milani Baked Blush in Corallina. The little trick with this one is that once you swirl your brush into the product, you want to tap it off, because this one has a lot of glitter to it, and if you don't tap it off, you're going to have glitter all over your face. And that's just not what I like, but that's just me. So what I'm going to do is kind of apply this just slightly above where we applied that contour color. And once again, I don't bring it too far in. I do like to bring it kind of on the halfway point onto the apples of the cheeks, but I do focus quite a bit towards the edge. So next I'm going to highlight. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Fergie highlighter. Looks like this. It's in the color Rose Champagne Glow. And I'm just going to really swirl my brush in it so I can get the best pigmentation from it. And I'm going to apply it right above where we applied that blush. This is just going to add a nice shimmer and glow to the face. I really like this, especially in the summertime. Then I'm also going to apply it right to the bridge of the nose and then between the brows to highlight there. You basically apply it in the same places where you applied your highlighting concealer. And then you're also going to apply it to your Cupid's bow and to your chin. And And then I always just kind of like to go over the cheekbones, well, the highlight on the cheekbones one extra time to really make sure that I got enough product on there. That's all the products that I use on my face. The last thing that I like to do is take this fluffy brush. This is the same one that I used for the Wet n Wild powder. I'm just going to kind of wipe it off, and then I'm going to use it all over the face just to make sure everything is blended really well. So I just run it lightly all over the face, kind of buffing just a little bit to make sure everything is blended.